there YouTube, and welcome to a random review. I'm Random Ross, and today I am reviewing the Muppet Christmas Carol. So yeah, this is a holiday favourite, and this film is now 30 years old. 30 years old, it came out in 1992, can you believe that? So, this is directed by Brian Henson, based on the book A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, starring the legendary Sir Michael Cain, Kermit the Frog, Gonzo, Rizzo the Rat, Miss Piggy, with Fozzie Bear and the rest of the Muppets cast. So, as you know the story to this, Ebenezer Scrooge, a miserable miser, puts his work before anything else, and then after a visit from his partners Jacob Marley and Harley, played by Waldorf and Statler, they tell him that he'll be visited by free spirits, and you know the story there. He changes his ways, he becomes a jolly friendly man. Do you know what, I'm going to take this Santa hat off because wearing a Christmas jumper, my Star Wars Christmas jumper, and a Santa hat, I get boiling doing this. So, yeah, this one, Muppet Christmas Carol. So what did I like about this? Well, first of all, I like the production work that went into this one, because as a kid I never really realised it, but a lot of work went into this one. Not only that, it was dedicated to the late Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets franchise, who passed away some years before this film, and it was one of 3 films to be dedicated to him. The other one being Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. And they even do that at the beginning, dedicated to Jim Henson. And also the sets as well were really well made, especially when the actors had to walk on thin wood and planks, because underneath the floors the puppeteers had to do their work for the puppet characters. But Michael Caine, he just nails it as Scrooge. He's one of the best portrayals of Scrooge that I've seen. In fact, this was my first ever introduction to the story of A Christmas Carol, the Muppet version, and I just, and it introduced me to Michael Caine, as Scrooge, and he just nails every part. He said he would do the role under the condition that he can take it seriously and not be a goofball about it like many other guests and actors are on the Muppets, and they agreed to that, and I gotta say, it worked out great. Also, Kermit the Frog as Bob Cratchit, I was like, yeah, we still got Kermit in there, and it only made sense that Miss Piggy played his wife, Emily Cratchit, and Tiny Tim, Tim, Kermit's nephew was Tiny Tim. And also Gonzo and Rizzo. Rizzo was pretty much playing himself, but Gonzo was basically playing Charles Dickens, the storyteller, telling the story, and he did great too. They both provided a good comic relief for the, for the stories, for the story and everything. I also like the Muppet spirits as well. Now the spirits, this was originally meant to be a TV special where the Muppets would play the ghosts. I can't remember who would be the past, but Miss Piggy was going to be the present and Gonzo the future. But when Disney got on board, they gave them a bigger budget and they thought, okay, let's make this a big theatrical film, and they got Michael Caine on board. Of course, he wasn't the original choice to be Scrooge, no. One of the original choices, I believe, was David Warner. Just my back's aching a bit. David Warner to be Scrooge, but he turned it down or something, and then some other actors, I believe, were considered, but in the end they got Michael Caine. Now, David Warner did appear in an adaptation of A Christmas Carol in 1984 when George C. Scott played the role of Scrooge. But yeah, Michael Caine was still a great, choice for the character of Scrooge. And the spirits as well we got, they were puppets especially made for the film. The Spirit of Christmas Past, I believe part of it was a recycled puppet from the Dark Crystals. And then the second spirit, a big jolly man that was basically the Spirit of Christmas Past from the book, only made into a puppet character, and he was more jollier and didn't leave Scrooge with a more bleakness, like we see before with the 2 children, Ignorance and Monster. They didn't have them in there. They wanted to keep it family friendly and child friendly. The Spirit of Christmas Yet to Come, he was quite big and spooky. especially with that big hood and everything, but that's the whole point. He was meant to be intimidating and creepy. Even, spooked Gonzo and Rizzo as well, saying they'll meet him at the finale. But I love the songs that were done for this as well, especially the Ghost of Christmas Present when he sings "It Feels Like Christmas." That's such a jolly good song, and I love that song. It's one of my favourite songs in the film. But yeah, this is just one of the best takes on A Christmas Carol, and I love it. So yeah, what am I going to rate this? You know what? I don't have anything to dislike about it at all. It's a jolly good Christmas film. I watch it every year, or make the effort to watch it every year. I'm giving it 5 out of 5. So there you go. There's my review for the Muppet Christmas Carol. So have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends, and to feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been a random review on the Muppet Christmas Carol. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends, goodbye.